Nothing. Now I can finally craft a defender's mail. Each crafting schematic has one or more slots. Each slot accepts a specific number of materials of either metal, cloth, or leather. Fully available slots to craft an item. There are 5 different types of crafting slots: utility, offensive, defensive, damage, and armor. These types of demerit stats will be generated from the materials placed in. For example, placing iron in a defensive slot gives bonus to melee defense, while putting in the utility slot gives a bonus to strength. Okay. Alright. So let's say if I put like a shit ton of stuff in something here, stats would increase or something? Wait a minute. Defense requires 4 metal. Alright. So this increases my melee defense, this increases my health. Let's go with the health. This increases just the armor rating. So basically I can use whatever one I want to use because none of them's going to increase it. I'm just going to go with Onyx. Craft. Achievement unlocked. Well prepared. Ah, you can name it too, like in Dragon Age 2. Cool. Cool. The way it's called right now. Is it better than my armor, or is it worse?
Looks fine.
Quest completed. Oh, I can actually upgrade it too. Oh, nice. You actually see it getting attached or not. So this is what it looks like right now. And when I add the Defender Coat arms to it, changes. Interesting. That's actually pretty neat. And also add stats to it. Alright, alright, alright. It's not bad. Ah, is that what they did? They got rid of like having separate gloves and pants and shit like that, and now you have to attach these all together or something like that? Yep, that's what they did. You can either equip an armor piece or a hat, and if you want to change the gloves and stuff, you have to do those upgrades. That's kind of fucking stupid, to be honest. I kind of don't like that at all. That limits your customization. That's kind of stupid. Apparently it has the same stats as what I got right now. Let's see. 72. Oh no, here we go. That's how you compare. The other one's 73, this one's 72, but I get 40 health for the one I just crafted. Plus I can put some stats on character there. Roll one has 2 constitution, 3 melee, this one has 6 willpower. Okay, bitch, you're wearing this.
Time then.
Alright, let's modify this armor here. Well, I was able to upgrade her stuff too, but nah, let's upgrade mine. That must be a bug. Sometimes the helmet appears, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, that's what it looks like now. That's what it looks like if I put the things on there. Achievement unlocked, customized.
Looks fine.
Alright, store. Let's sell some of the stuff I got on me right now. Fuck that dagger. Alright. It looks like I completed another quest. Huh, pretty much wearing the armor I just had in the beginning right now. And my companion's wearing the armor that I bought. I do like that I customized this, and this gives me more HP and some bonus for the melee defense stuff. Iron. That's what I need. Anything else around here? There's an animal nearby. Oh, I see you. Back here, boy. Is there like no sprint button? And you're like a girl. Fuck you then, I'm not chasing after you guys. This is why you need to have like a crossbow character on you or whatever to... So, oh bullshit, I missed. Solve these issues. Douche. Kind of stupid how they just vanished like that. I'm not sure if they vanished in Dragon Age. Nah, I don't think in Origins they vanished. Don't quote me on that. Oh, come on. Don't be such a bitch. Get up there. Sound effects seem to be bugging out too. Man, there's like quite a bit of patching they need to do for this fucking game. I mean, how was this not fucking all these things discovered through playtesting? Did they even bother playtesting this game? If they did, fuck, fire them and hire me to playtest your games. I'll fucking make sure you guys get all the information, release a less buggy ass fucking game. That way you guys can save yourselves getting lower scores and stuff from IGN and shit like that. Because then they'll have less to bitch about. Unless you just take my feedback and just fucking ignore it. But like, oh, fuck this guy. We're not putting the effort to fix the game to get a good score so people actually say, hey, shit, if everybody's giving this game high praise and stuff, fuck, people are going to actually buy this. We don't want that. I saw something in the distance moving. Oh. Hello, people. I just love how they do have the sound effects for you walking in the snow, but there's no footprints.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir,
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps.
Whoa there, we're not going down that route.
There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Now I'm fucking creeped out. Fucker's sitting on me. Ugh. Ugh.
See reason, Lisette. We cannot stay here.
Did you need something?
Are you with any? Why? No.
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
If you need insight into what the Order is doing now, I'm afraid I can't offer more than you already know. Anything else, I will answer as best I can.
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars at our local chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humored me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
13. It's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
Do the Templars do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at the least.
You've lived in the Circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
Typical. The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's howling, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do Templars and mages never speak to each other?
Some do, but Templars are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
That's true.
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also
What the
memorize
fuck?
portions of
Look at these bugs. Like, when I look at like this, the fucking heads disappear. That's just so fucked up.
Did you enjoy your training?
I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the chant of transfigurations wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages. That sort of thing?
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of Lyrium and its power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Another time, then.
Alrighty. Apparently there's another person I can talk to over here. Ah, Cassandra. That's someone I wouldn't mind romancing with.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, now I can. Oh yeah.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
And I think that bugged.
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
And quite a lot of bugs going on here. Fuck, this game was definitely not play tested. Don't feed me any bullshit, EA. This is so not play tested.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
Honestly, I want to say no. But I want to get in her pants. Should I just avoid the question? Fuck it, I'm just going to say yes.
I believe he exists.
That's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
And your parents?
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
From heaven. You don't know? Question mark. Make something up. Tell her.
I was born in Ostwick, and that's where most of my family is.
The Trevellians, is it not? A large clan with a rather clever coat of arms. Tell me, do you consider the Free Marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
I might, once this is done.
It will not be the same once you do.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Damn it. Damn it.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentagast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
Ooh. My lord. Looks like I worked my way up here.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentagasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentagasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentagasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something good happened to her brother.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine.
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
You're delightful. You know that?
No, I do not know that.
Oh, now she does.
I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get back to work.
There you go. Bumped up my rep with her. Let's save up. Please wait. Alrighty then. Oh, and I can talk to this person too, but she's not showing up in the talk list.
You're the one they're calling the Herald.
It rather rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
No. I did not join the Order to adjust my faith so easily, but I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to do, and your role in it. Though you may find not many Templars do. We're a distrustful lot by nature.
I like her armor. I like how the textures are nicely lit up and the design of it.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Templars don't help anything. That's actually pretty honest, but let's go with the nicer answer here.
Not every Templar feels that way.
I know. Power can corrupt. It's a delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.